See?
Nudity?
Yeah.
Space is still an issue.
Holy cow! That looks spectacular there.
Oh no! Oh my God, that's bad.
Polo Reef has had a ton of setbacks the first half of 2026. But like anything else in life, it's how you face these challenges that define what the future looks like. The 17,000-gallon tank rebuild has been one of the toughest challenges Polo Reef has dealt with. Over the next couple weeks, the team will make 4 more dives to put the finishing coral touches on the tank. Once the reef is fully built out, the focus will shift to the next major step, repopulating the tank with fish. But for now, it's all about the coral. This is what some would call the comeback of the year. Today, John will be installing a dosing pump on this amazing little reef.
We set the doser up on here to even out the dosages all throughout the day, so it'll dose 30 mils on each channel over a 24-hour period instead of Yeltsin splitting it into 2 doses during the day, which should give us more stability.
With the dosing pump installed successfully, Andrew and the team can call this tank rebuild complete. And this small reef will take your breath away. We'll give you a moment to enjoy. With the 80-gallon finally reset, spirits are high, and the team begins to shift focus back to the 17,000-gallon tank. Over the next couple of weeks, the team will be conducting 4 important dives to finish up the rebuild. At this point, the tank, it's filling out nicely. However, the hardest work is still ahead. Today, Patty's on scuba, and she has a few things to accomplish. With so much new coral in the tank, any signs of stress must be taken seriously. Before her dive, her and Andrew discuss some pieces that are becoming a concern.
So my question for you is, do you want me to take him out so we can put that paste and then put him back tomorrow? Or do you want me to keep him in there?
But we're not going to put any of the new coral in.
We shouldn't. I don't think so. Let's just wait.
Without hesitation, Patty gears up and drops down for her dive. She immediately begins to remove some of the suspect Monties through an access gap on the side. As she does, she quickly notices there's a lot of broken pieces of Monties on the ground and works to grab them. Some of them are a little bit out of reach, so she signals to Yeltsin that she might need the grabber. She ends up pulling out a lot more than expected, and even Andrew is surprised.
Where was that mounted?
Under the the floor. All of them came from that area.
All under the floor?
Yeah.
Next, she shovels to the front of the tank. As we know, this particular area of the 17,000-gallon tank is super difficult to navigate. It's very narrow, and one tiny brush can knock things over. Being extra careful, she slowly navigates to the troubled Monties in the center of the tank. She removes some of the white spotted Monties and replaces them with the loose pieces she recovered from the ground. As she's removing some of the Monties, she thinks she may have found the reason for the white spots, and it's not good.
See?
Nudity?
Yeah.
She gives a signal to Andrew on what she's seeing and brings them closer to the acrylic for a better look. She spots planar flatworms and decides to pull the coral out for treatment. The team also thinks the Monties suffered light damage caused by the coral above not providing enough shade. Her next task is to reposition and glue down one of the corals from the left side of the tank. This coral was pushed loose from the current of the big pump. Once she gets to the trouble piece, she signals to Yeltsin that she's going to need some glue to secure the loose coral. With glue in hand, she uses her teeth to open up the tube of glue and get the coral secure. She's obviously done this a few hundred times. After a bit of maneuvering, she gets the coral down and asks Yeltsin to turn on the pump to see if the coral will hold. For now, it seems the piece is holding and Patty finishes up the first of the final dives on this rebuild. A few days later, the team is gearing up for dive number 2. This dive is extra special because over the past few weeks, Andrew has received special unique colonies from Graham's aquaculture, driven by Graham himself. And today, the 17,000-gallon tank is going to be getting loaded up with new pieces. Michelle quickly drops in and gets right to it. With the help from Joe above, they decide to split the large colony up and place it in 2 different areas. Michelle reaches over to get it into place. As they move the green colony, she wants to move a rock into the center to allow for even more coral. She gets it into place, and the team, they're super happy with the results.
Excellent.
Looks like before.
It's
Yeah.
it's making nice color there.
I think that looks great. Yeah.
With the rock in place, it opens up the tank for even more larger colonies. So Michelle, she begins to fill in the space. As more pieces keep coming in, Andrew, he couldn't be more happy.
Holy cow! The whole center's basically done.
Looks,
The middle looks done.
This dive, it's not yet complete, and there's more colonies to come. However, Michelle, she's been in the tank for hours and even begins to shiver. She places a few more pieces and hops out to brief with the team. And it seems they might be running out of space.
Space is still an issue. Like like this actually looks like something. I don't want to touch this center thing.
I know.
It looks pretty.
The team grabs even more coral. With the guidance from Andrew, they're surprisingly able to fit more pieces in. And Andrew, he's super excited with the results so far.
Look at that beautiful purple piece there.
That looks spectacular there.
And it doesn't shade the yellow one.
Nope.
It's been an exhausting and cold second dive, so the team wraps it up, Michelle hops out of the tank, and the reef, it gets to sleep. A few days later, Michelle arrives for the third dive. Her dive today is going to be intense, and she wastes no time splashing down. Today, she's tasked with adding in even more coral. As she does, she'll be moving around some rocks to make way for pieces to sit, and she'll also work on the center area to place some monties.
Looks good.
Oh, it looks good.
It looks great.
Michelle's in a full sprint and placing the coral down quickly, and the team, they're liking what they're seeing. With things flowing so well, she then shifts her attention to the island at the front of the tank to place a smaller acro. Back over to grab even more larger colonies for the center. This tank is filling up nicely, but this poses another problem. It takes a lot more to find a good spot for each piece. With the dive going so smoothly, Andrew and Jonathan head back to quarantine to select a few more pieces that might look nice in the tank. They hand the coral off to Michelle and direct her where each piece can go.
We just gotta find the right piece for that.
Yeah.
As it's getting more difficult to place the coral, Jonathan decides it might be easier to communicate with her using a whiteboard since the directions are getting more specific. As she's slowly placing piece by piece, she grabs some debris and moves it to the back right side of the tank, and then she grabs even more colonies to place. Now, the team is focusing on the top right portion of the tank.
Where is that going?
Somewhere in the tank. Michelle, please make it work.
Yeah, it worked.
She's able to get the large colony in place, and now the team works on moving some pieces around the tank. There seems to be an endless supply of coral, and they just keep coming. Michelle practices her patience and knows how important this rebuild is for Andrew and the hobby. Michelle takes a moment to put some meds on a few of the monties that were still showing some spots. She then goes back for, you guessed it, even more coral. The excitement can be felt as this tank is slowly coming together the way Andrew envisioned.
Oh my God, Michelle just did an unbelievable job. The tank, the corals are back.
With dive 3 in the books and a ton of progress made, the team calls it a night and rests up because next dive, this rebuild will be complete. A few days later, and the tank packed with coral, Patty gears up for dive number 4.
This dive is very special. The whole team has been working hard every day to get it back, and now Andrew is very happy, and we're all very happy to see the reef not just like it was before, but even better.
Yelson pops in and interrupts Patty to show her what he found in the 2,500-gallon tank. This, it's kind of hard to believe.
I finally see where it come from. Fucking 2,500. It's wallet. In the bottom of the tank. Bottom
No.
door. I swear to God.
The actual tank.
Inside the tank.
Inside.
Inside.
A few days ago, Joe was doing some maintenance on the 2,500-gallon tank. And by the end of the day, he realized he was missing his wallet. Yelson was doing some maintenance and happened to spot a black object in the corner of the tank.
Did you took a video? Well, there he goes. Now we got
There's a sink right there.
all the sink. All right, I will see you guys on the reef.
With the wallet found, Patty's ready to splash down for this historic dive. Patty's first task of the day is to move to the center of the tank to take a large colony and better position it. As she moves it several times, it just isn't sitting well. So Andrew has an idea. He wants to remove the rock where it's sitting to help the colony fit into place better.
So take that piece off. Let's see. It's too high.
Like the rock. Take it out. Underneath.
She removes the rock and it turns out Andrew was right. The colony fits right into place. Nice call, Andrew.
Now the front's just up a little bit. There you go.
If it sits there.
Next, she heads to the left side of the tank. She moves one piece and wants to secure it to a rock closer to the front. The problem? She needs glue. But Patty, she has a trick up her sleeve and is always prepared. She pulls a tube of glue literally out of her sleeve and gets the piece into place. It certainly isn't her first rodeo. With that piece in place, she heads to the center of the tank to secure another. Using the same glue, she bites down on the cap, but this time, she bites off a little bit more than she can chew.
Oh no. Oh my God, that's bad. Oh, no. Can't see it.
With a smile on her face, she removes the chunks of glue and gets the piece secure. The next task of her dive is to work on the pump on the left side. This pump, it hasn't been working at full capacity. Patty heads over to inspect it. Getting to this side of the tank takes some serious moves. She heads through the back side of the rockscape to access the pump. Patty is literally rock climbing underwater. She looks inside and sees some debris. Using some tweezers, she's able to clear some larger pieces from the pump. After clearing the pump, she has Yeltsin turn it back on. And just like that, the pump is working back at full capacity. The rebuild is complete. With the last exhausting 4 days complete, Andrew calls the entire team to the front of the tank.
I personally want to thank this team right here over at Polo Reef for curing my depression and getting this reef restored. And I'm so excited about it, and I thank you all. Thank you very much. Team hug! Team hug!
Polo Reef! Polo Reef!
Months ago, this tank was in a completely different place. What once was the centerpiece of Polo Reef had become one of the team's biggest challenges. Coral had to be moved, problems had to be solved, and the vision for the 17,000-gallon tank, it had to be rebuilt piece by piece. But through every setback, the team kept showing up. Dive after dive, coral after coral, adjustment after adjustment, the tank slowly started to come back to life. And now, after months of work, the rebuild, it's finally complete. This wasn't just about filling a tank with coral again. It was about restoring something the team cares deeply about. This chapter of the 17,000-gallon reef might be complete, but there's still more to be done. Stay tuned when Polo Reef returns in the fall, as they are currently quarantining fish to repopulate this amazing reef. You won't want to miss it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell to stay updated on everything Polo Reef. Until next time.
I want to wish you all a happy and healthy and fun and exciting summer. May you all enjoy family time, and we'll see you back in the fall.